Morning, everybody. Welcome to my kitchen. Thank you for being here. It's very early this morning, and we are up here. We have a ceramic tile on our spinner, and we're going to try some sort of a bloom type pour. So I have a little bit of trivia to share before we start here, for no other reason than because I want to tell you this. We've all expressed some interest about our paints peeling off of these vinyl tiles. These are the ones I have, wood grain. There's lots of them out there. And yes, the paint will peel off very easily if you pick it. But we never think outside of the box. Flip it over, guys. Paint on the other side. I came upon this super just by fluke. As you can see, the backs of my tiles get really messy because I can't be bothered to tape them. And when I decided that I wanted to try and clean some off, I can't get the paint off the back, you guys. So voila, flip it over. Flip it over, guys. Paint on the back of it. So I'm going to try one later, but for now, we're on ceramic. So my base paint today, here's my next little tip and trick. My base paint today is Robin's Egg Blue. It's very thin, because I want to try to create that lacy edges. And the reason that they turn lacy like that is because your base coat is very thin. So not only is this thin, you guys, this is chalk paint. I have no idea if it's going to work. I used to paint furniture. I found all these jars, and as you can see, this is what I started with. This big globby yucky blob. So chalk paint never really spoils. You can add water to chalk paint, and I had to add boiling water because, as you can see, it's really thick. So I did add some water to it until I got it mixed to a smooth consistency. It's quite bubbly. And then I did add about, I don't know, maybe half a cup full of Beautitone just to put a little bit of acrylic back into it. And we're going to give it a try. You know, we live in such a disposable, wasteful world, you guys. Don't throw things out before you at least try it and see if it works. I have no idea what's going to happen here. It may be a total epic failure, and I may try for you what you no longer have to try, because we may figure out, okay, well, that doesn't work. But try it. Try it. Pick up treasures along the road. Repaint, redo. Use them as free substrates to paint on, guys. You know, I started painting furniture. That's how I got into this whole acrylic thing. And I used to pick up little dots and sods along the side of the road, and I would redo them and refurbish them and reuse them, resell them. And yeah, it was super fun. It became almost an obsession to see what I could scrounge for free and make into something beautiful. All right, chalk paint on the bottom, black, mixed with a little bit of iridescent medium. This is the FX Aquamarine. This is Dragonfly Glaze, and it's actually in a green, so it's gonna go on clear. It's gonna dry, leaving behind this little deposits of green. This one is, what is this? This is aquamarine mixed with deco white satin enamel, you guys. And because I made some last night and I really think it's time, let's put some green in this. Okay, this is a test. Black cell mix, my friends. You know, all of these techniques were probably created by nothing more than a mistake. You know, whoever thought to add this to that? And, you know, whoever thought to lick a frog and get stoned? Like, just experiment. Just don't do anything dangerous. Be careful when you're mixing things. Some things are flammable. Be aware of that before you mix things up and torch it. But as far as paint goes, I would just say go for it. Okay, my friends, here we go. Okay, so we're going to give this a second. And we're going to see what happens here. We're going to move my other colors out of the way so that I don't splatter everywhere. This is pretty. I wish I could have all of this everywhere. Unfortunately, because I had to stir the chalk paint a lot because you saw the condition of it, I'm going to have lots of these little blistery pimple things, and I don't really like that. But note to self, you know what, instead of throwing all my chalk paints away that are sitting in my box from when I used to paint furniture, I'm just going to mix it up in advance and give the bubbles time to sort of pop, and we'll carry on with this and see if this is even going to work. Okay, let's spin this out a little bit, my friends. So obviously, chalk paint on the bottom is going to work. Let's find our fancy modifying tool and maybe just make a few intersections in this piece just to chop it up a tiny bit. Can't find my modifying tool. All right, well, my modifying tool for today is going to be the side of a popsicle stick. Anything will work, you guys. I've said this a million times in videos. Don't get all wrapped up in all the have to have all these expensive fancy things, because you don't need them. You guys, look around. I can guarantee within 10 feet of you, there's something that you can use to modify or add lines to or pour through. You know, it's just don't get wrapped up in it. Don't let our world of consumerism and marketing make you think that you have to have this in order to do that. You don't. Use your heads, guys. We're all super smart. You can all come up with a problem-solving strategy to do exactly, most of the time, to do exactly what you want to do. Problem solving. Okay, let's spin this one more time. Let's go this way. Okay, other than a goopy bit in the center, I'm going to leave this as is. It's really quite pretty. I do, though, have to get rid of that. And I'm going to bring you guys down. I'm going to show you. I'm going to shut off my camera. All right, guys, look at that. So that's how easy that was. Chalk paint. Yucky chalk paint. I'll show you again just so you can see. This is a Art Minds chalk paint in Seafoam green, and this is what it looks like in the jar right now. So that's it, guys. A little bit of boiling hot water, and look. Oh, my camera just changed focus on me. It really is Seafoam green. Why it's doing this now, I have no idea. But we're going to go back up and have a little bit of a distant look, and that's it, you guys. I want you to pour happy, stay safe, you guys. Experiment. Look through your cupboards and see what you've got lying around, and before you throw it out, try it. All right, guys, bye for now. Thanks for everything. Ciao.